Happy Sunday, everybody. We are back with another Sunday special WABA IG Live conversation. And I am your lovely host, Helen Bohanna, with She Knows Her Sports. And today's guest is Angela Culver. She is the owner of the Tri City Lady Blackhawks, which is one of the 24 teams within the WABA League. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the WABA, it is a professional basketball league for women basketball players who are looking to pursue their dream, in becoming professional or either playing overseas. For more information, you can be sure to log on to www.womensaba.com or follow them here on Instagram at womensaba. And you can also follow myself at She Knows Her Sports. So just give us a minute and we're going to see if our guest is going to tune in a moment. But other than that, feel free to ask questions, make a statement. That's what we're here for. Here she is. We about to add her on in so we can get to know her. All right, just give it one moment. Hi.
So how are you?
Good. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I am fine. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. I was just looking forward to this conversation. You one of the many owners that I got to interview, so the viewers can get to know you and continue to support the league.
Yes, ma'am.
So, with that being said, okay. With that being said, can you introduce yourself and give us a little bit of your background?
My name is Angela Culver, and I am a Army vet as well as a owner of multiple professional teams. So
Okay.
I am just one of those people that are constantly busy on the move and trying to bring something amazing to um, young men and women out here who are wanting to continue their career in sports.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's good that you say that because women are growing every day continuously in this sports industry. We're breaking down walls and barriers just to get our respect. So
Exactly.
not only athletically, as an owner or as a coach. So, that's amazing that that's on your resume. Do you have an athletic background?
Actually, I do. I actually played basketball my entire life from the time I was like 6 years old all
Oh,
the
wow.
way through high school and in college. And then when I left school and I became an adult, I actually refereed high school and junior college basketball. And
Mm,
I started coaching in my early 20s as well. I started in the Boys and Girls Club, giving back to the community. And I coached there for years. And then, like I said, I became a high school and junior college referee, and now I'm an owner of several teams. So
look
it's a
what that manifested into. You started off good, athletic yourself and then went into coaching and now an owner. So,
yes.
can you introduce to us who the Tri City Lady Blackhawks is?
Well, the Tri City Lady Blackhawks are a women's team in the WABA, the Women's American Basketball Association, and we are out of Columbus, Georgia, so down in the southeast. So we are an amazing group of young ladies who have played in multifaceted areas of basketball, from high school, college, semi-pro, and I have a couple that have played overseas, and they're just they're mothers, they're
Wow.
entrepreneurs. Some of them actually are athletic directors in high schools and middle
Okay.
school. and they're just loving the ability to be able to continue to do what they love. And so they're very involved in the community with kids and mentoring. So it's just an amazing thing to see and watch them manifest, not only just on the court, but off the court as well.
Oh, wow. How did the opportunity come about to be within the WABA?
Well, I actually have a men's ABA team as well, and so I had always, wanted to do something with women as well, because it's, as you know, in life, we tend to always there's always more opportunities for men, and so we fight very hard to stand out amongst the male dominated industries. And when I heard that Marsha Blunt, one of the other ABA owners, was also had the WABA, I was like, that's
Right. Shout
what
out to
I wanted to do.
Marsha.
So let me see if I can cross that and you know be a part of that. And so I reached out, and she was more than welcoming for the opportunity to give me the opportunity. And I talked to a bunch of young ladies that had been asking me, say, you play ball, why don't you, figure out what we can do? And I was like, okay, hold on, I'm checking on to it. And so Marsha was, like I said, she was very helpful. She was welcoming. The other owners in the WABA were awesome. And one of the things that we love to emphasize is that it's more than just basketball. So
exactly.
give opportunities in the community. And like I said, we get out here and we do community events. We reach out to organizations to see what we can do to come in and help them. So it's about life in everyday life, not just basketball. On the court, we're more than that. So we're trailblazers on and off the court, and so it's just a beautiful thing to see.
Oh, wow. It is. It really is. How did you feel when you heard that this season right here was canceled? Like, how did...
Man, it was gut wrenching, because my first season, I had learned so much, but I had gone through so much
Yeah,
in life itself. And so I was really excited to jump in there, and, but life happens.
exactly.
It happens in our personal lives. It happens in, things that it's beyond our control. So I just think that the WABA is doing an amazing thing by keeping everybody
Oh,
involved.
yeah.
They're, opening up other platforms for us to be a part of. They're doing initiatives for us to be able to get the ladies involved in. So I just think that this year, sometimes things happen and we may think that it's something that's not good, but sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, because it gives us an entire year to let the world know even more about who we are and what we do and why it's important to get behind us. And, women, we're the backbones of a lot of things in the world. So, it's just really,
actually, the world wouldn't be populated without women. So
exactly. So I think this has given us the opportunity to let them know just how important we are in the world of sports. So, not just in the house, but outside and in the community, and we're powerful. And I think this has given us an opportunity to build a strong platform. And you doing this is just absolutely amazing. So I appreciate you having me on.
Thank you. And again, shout out to Marsha and the other members of the board who, are behind me on this, because, this is part of the marketing campaign to,
right,
keep the relevancy of the WABA and let people know who about the league and who they are and what they stand for. So I'm truly blessed, and I love how you just put that into perspective. What you just said, that was really great. It was to the point. Like,
hey, you know how we are. We have to just give it. There's no black and white. There's no gray area. We give it to you just the way it is. So,
exactly.
and it needs to be understood, that we do a lot and we have to fight even harder. But we do it together and we stand strong together, and that's a big thing.
Oh, yes, and I love that. By yourself you can only do so much, but together you can do a lot. So
exactly.
Oh, yeah. So how are you occupying this time, like this whole off season? How are you occupying it?
There's never enough time, even when we have off time, because like I said, life just continues to happen, and we have to learn how to maneuver around the obstacles. So this has been a good time for networking, reaching out to the community, finding innovative ways to, we don't know what the future holds, we're hoping that, things get back to a place where we're able to operate in the same way, but we have to be creative. And this gives us the time to think about, okay, if this happens, how can we still, reach everybody? How can we still let them know that, hey, we're still here? We don't want to fall into the background and let people think that we're just going to disappear. No matter what happens, we are still going to stand strong, and we're going to make this happen. So it's given us time to be creative, think of ways to work with businesses still, make a lot of phone calls, get people on the phone and let them know who we are and what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. And it's just given us a lot of time to, really rethink things, and things that we may have had problems with before. We can, there's always a way that you can be better than what you were before.
Oh yes. Oh yes. You better say it. Are you still keeping in touch with your team? And if so, how is everybody?
Everybody's doing good. I was laughing because everybody was saying there's a lot of COVID babies happening.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I have a couple young ladies that actually are getting ready to deliver babies, so we stay in touch. We have group chats, and we always let each other know what's going on. I let them know that I'm thinking about them. Some of them are in the gym working still, of course, social distancing and doing it the safe ways, and they're staying in shape. And we just we're one big family, so
yeah.
No matter what one goes through, we all go through it together. I have one that just graduated with her master's degree, so she was continuing school. So everybody's,
That's
still doing what they've got to do. Right. Got some that do online learning. So, we just stay in touch. We encourage each other. We let each other know that this too shall pass. It's going to be okay. And so we let each other know we're a part of each other's life, no matter what.
That is a beautiful thing. I love to hear that. So with that being said, things have changed. The world have shifted for everybody. How are you feeling at this point with the recent unjust in this world? I mean, the recent unrest just going on daily. It's just, whew.
That's a tough topic.
It's
an emotional topic. It's sad that in this time, that in age, that it's still as relevant in the world as it is. You would think that we would be past these types of things. I just think that social media has become a way for it to be brought to the forefront.
Yes.
And whereas people think that it may not have been as bad before, it was worse because you couldn't see it.
You couldn't see it. Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it's just people are being held accountable in some shape, form, or fashion. The injustice behind it is the part that gets to me. This may be a little bit off, but I remember being a little girl and my grandmother showing me. I had some little friends and they pricked our finger, and she said, put your finger. You know how the older people used to have the starched white tablecloths and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were of different races, and she had us put our finger. She pricked our finger, and we're all little kids looking like, Grandma's crazy. But she had us put that little drop of blood on the back of that tablecloth. And we went on to play, and we came back later on, and she had fixed us lunch, and we sat down and, had lunch and juice. And she looked at it, and she said, now tell me which one belongs to you guys. And none of us knew.
Oh.
And as a kid, you couldn't understand that. As an adult, I look back and say, wow, that was powerful.
It really was.
She said to us, one day you'll understand why I did this, but always remember it looks the same. We couldn't tell either of our, and I have chills thinking about it because the message was so powerful, but I was like a 7-year-old kid. But it made sense. And if the whole world could understand that we all bleed the same, we all hurt the same, we all love the same, if people really could understand that, our world would be such a better place. Because there's racism in all facets of life, white, purple, green, and I'm saying that, but it's just that if we all work together, the world could be such an amazing place.
It really can. Like, it would be
powerful countries in the world, but yet we are so far off. It's heart-wrenching. I have grandkids. If it's this bad now, what will it be for them?
for them.
Our future. What does this show them? When you come to a point where you have to wonder, can I trust this person or can I trust that person? It shouldn't be that way. I mean, we've come
Kids
so
now,
far.
they to the point where, they used to get excited with seeing the police because, it's the cop car. They'll turn on the siren for them. The kids
Right.
laugh and be happy. But now the kids see the police. Even now they get scared and
They
put,
hide behind their
yeah,
parents.
they
They run in
hide.
the house. Yes.
So
It's
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 like,
it's gut wrenching. I just, one of my grandsons asked me the other day. He said, "Grandma, am I always gonna have a problem because I'm a black person?"
oh,
I'm sorry. I get emotional because, it's scary. I have 8 grandsons. Who wants them to grow up thinking that they have to fear for everything that they do in life? It's not right. And so for me, it's scary because, like I said, I only had one son, but I have 8 grandsons who are coming up in this society. What do you honestly tell them?
it's nothing. I mean, the only thing now, I heard someone say not too long ago, now it's to the point where you can't tell your kids, you could just live carefree and you're a child, stay happy and things of that nature. Now, especially for the boys, you got to teach them how to protect themselves and survive at young ages.
And the sad part is, look at recent events.
Yeah.
Even if your hands are up, even if
Hmm.
your back is turned,
Yep.
even if you're not posing a threat. So now those things that have been instilled in them previously are no longer working. So, where do we win? How do we win? How do we make the change? And all we can do is keep standing together, keep
Hmm.
fighting for the justice to be served. We
Yeah.
have to keep fighting for our rights. We shouldn't, but we have to.
But
But
we have to.
the more we stand, the more solidified we are in our beliefs, in our engagements with each other, and doing things the right way, and continuing to show positivity and growth in what we do, we'll win in the end.
Oh
God,
yeah. Oh
God's
yeah.
gonna show us favor. We'll win in the end.
Oh yeah, God definitely is showing us favor. That's why now we're able to do more today than we were able
Right,
to do back then. Like we have more power today. So,
right.
so I truly believe you and stand with you on that. And talking to you thus far, seeing like I can see that you have a real great heart and you're very compassionate. And earlier you did mention like being out in the community and things of that nature. Is there anything in particular that the Lady Blackhawks is working on now within your community that people can know about?
Well, right now, what we're doing, there's a lot of events going on with women empowerment here in Columbus.
Mm.
So right now, I'm just waiting for the next events, but we have had several walks. We've had Black women of business empowerment, where women walk in suits and their high heels.
Okay.
Uh, oh yeah, and every one of them have been successful. All the women's have all. It's
Event.
3 of them so far,
Event.
and every
Okay.
single one of them have been extremely successful, with women of all races, showing that we can stand together, we can be powerful, that we are professional, we are business entrepreneurs. And it was just to see it and to see the difference from 8 year olds to 70 year olds. There were women out there in walkers. I mean, when I tell you, it was just amazing. It was amazing to see um, the leadership. It just was. You had, like I said, it was from the young to the old, and you could see everybody holding hands, um, showing that it doesn't matter. We're going to stand together. And to see the diversity that was out there in color was
Beautiful.
just amazing. To see, people of all races holding signs that say Black Lives Matter. And we understand all lives matter, but
Yeah. But
I think
think,
that there was a white lady who sat out there, and she said, what people have to understand, yes, all lives do matter, but what you have to understand is all lives are not under attack at this moment. The current problem is that they are having, the Black race, the African American race is having the issue right now. So yes, their lives matter, and they're the ones that are having the problem. So we have to stand together to say that none of us think it's
mm,
okay. It's not okay. and we're going to stand together no matter what our races are. So yeah, it was a beautiful thing to see people, women speak, of all nationalities, and to hear someone say the problem is we don't listen enough. We want to
Wow.
always say all lives matter, she said, but we don't stop to listen, because not one day have we walked a day in their shoes. So listen to what their problems are, what their injustices are, and let's come together and find a solution instead of just talking about the problem. How can we help? How can we make it better? What can we do as women? Not black women, white women, all women. What can we do? How can we use our
Mm-hmm.
platform, our voices, to stand up and say enough is enough, and we won't accept it? It's not acceptable. It's intolerable, and let's make a difference. And so every month now, this is gonna be something that they come together and do. So we look forward to being even a bigger part of that. And it was just something that was manifesting, and so we were, a lot of us were a part of it. But I'm just very excited to talk to the different people that have ideas that come out, and see what we can do as an organization to, get the word out as well. So we all have to do our part.
Oh wow, kudos to you. That make me wish that I was there. Like I was picturing it as you was telling it. Like, man, I bet you that was amazing.
The speech
Um,
is powerful. Yes.
oh yeah. I bet. I bet it's, and especially with that lady saying what you explained that she said leading on up to that, I'm pretty sure it was just like, I bet you all left feeling different than when you did when you came. Like, just
I watched
wow.
even all individual interviews, and you could tell that it really touched a lot of people, um,
Oh,
young and old. And it was nice to see the older leadership there as well. You know, to see them come down, in their 70s, and you know, want to be a part of that. It just really
oh,
meant a lot.
oh yeah, I bet. Because especially being their age in their 70s, they seen a lot. So I'm pretty sure like it
But
was just,
that's the problem. We don't have.
they really
We
did
need
want
more
to
of that
be make
older
sure that they're a part of this too.
right.
Speaking of, change, especially with a lot of these events happening and people and organizations coming together. Is your is on behalf of the Lady Blackhawks, or you or anybody else, like your players, your coaches, are you all going to vote?
Oh, most definitely. You hear a lot of people get discouraged and say, "Oh, your vote doesn't count," and because of they look at the electoral votes, and that type of thing. But
Mhm.
it's important for everyone to vote. If you have that right, you have to use it. And if you've done your just due, you can't say, "Oh man, we lost by such and such amount of votes in our area, or in the country," or so. You have to do your part, no matter how hard it may seem. The battle can still be won. So every voice counts, every vote counts. So I encourage everybody. We encourage everybody of age and has the legal right to vote. That is something that we stress every day. Get out and vote. And there's so many things that are available in the communities to get people out to vote. If you don't have a car, they're getting buses and vans. And if the elderly can't get out, people are setting up carpools, and
Oh,
to make sure that people get that opportunity. So we all have to do our part. If that means I
exactly.
have to get in my truck and go pick up some people, then that's what I have to do. If you say you can't do it, then we have to do our part. And if we've done our part, then that's all we can ask for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, with us having more power and more opportunities, and more people are now waking up and seeing how important it is to get out here and vote. Um, do you see any change happening in the near future? Like, I know it's gonna take some time, but do you see any type of change?
I have seen change, and I think that no matter how small the change is change.
Mm.
You can't build a house in a day. We're not going to change opinions in a day. We're not going to change the world in a day. But
Mm-hmm.
if every day we work for the betterment of tomorrow, that's all we can do. And in time, change will come. We've seen the change from our ancestors, how hard they worked to give
Ooh,
us what we have today. And their battles were way harder than
you better
ours.
preach.
Ours might be a little different, but their battles are way harder than what ours are. They laid down many lives. They put
Mm-hmm.
in harm's way every day to fight for us to have the rights that we have now. So we are what makes us think we're any better than them. So we have to get out and fight every day.
Oh yeah.
Whatever your platform is, like the platform that you're using, you use it beautifully. It's appreciated. And anytime anyone has the ability to be able to use their voice or their platform to stand up, and I mean, look at the players, look at
Oh
all
yeah.
the athletes that are doing it. You
Oh yeah.
know, they are finally saying enough is enough. We have had this platform. Now they need us to use it in the right way, in the way that it really is, that we really need to use it for. And they're doing it. They're not afraid. They're not
No.
worried about consequences. They're
Nope.
standing 10 toes down. And that's what we have to do. We may not have that big of a platform, but we have a platform and we have to,
Exactly.
and that's the importance of it all. Even if it's you just grabbing some youth out here and saying these are the things that you should be doing, help somebody learn how to do better. if you
Mm.
if you see better, you do better. If
You
you
do
know
better.
better, you do better. But we have to use what we've learned and what we know so that we can make those things happen. We have to be leaders ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. You better preach, honey. Woo. But I tell you, like this is the best day to interview you. This is that Sunday special because you are preaching. Like, man, for those who tuned in or will tune in, this is one powerful interview.
Thank you.
So with the change happening, as a team and as an owner, um, a great representative, you getting out there doing what you're doing, as this change occur, leading on up to the 2021 season, um, making it something else positive to look forward to. Um, the WABA has a slogan, of course, it's our time. When you hear that phrase, what do you think?
Oh, just hearing you say it gave me chills. Um, because what a perfect time to have that slogan. It's our time. Um, and it can stand for so many
Mm-hmm.
things. It's small, but it's so powerful. Just think about those words when you hear it. It's our time. And we own it. And we're standing on that. And me, it's just letting the world know. No longer will we stand in the back. No longer will we wait for you to tell us we mean something. It's our time and we're taking it. We're taking a stand and we're going to show you just how beautiful it is. And it's just in itself is powerful. It's our time. Think about that. It's so deep
Exactly.
within itself. It's our time and we're claiming it. And if you want it, you have to claim it. And I think that's just us claiming our position in the world of sports. It's our time.
So, brewing up for next season, who are you looking who are you looking forward to playing? You got to study your opponents. You got to study your opponents now.
Okay, now you putting me in the hot seat now.
You know
Um,
what? Being in the hot seat, but during these interviews, we gotta pick some brains here. We gotta, with this, hey, 2021 gonna be here before we know it. So
I
everybody had
honestly,
a whole year to get ready.
in my division, I look forward to coming back against the Angels in Atlanta, the Atlanta Angels. They are a very, very powerful organization. They do a lot in their community. They've got some great ballers. And don't get me wrong, all throughout the WABA, our women are bosses. They are
Yeah.
ballers. They get on that court and they grind. They give everything that we ask of them out there. But with me being in Columbus and Atlanta, just being up the road, and they gave me the business in my first season. So I look forward to coming back for them. So, with them being up the street, as we say, because they're just up the interstate. I look forward to coming up against them. It's always good to play those types of teams that push you to
Yeah.
the limit, and they let you know what you need to work on. They show you your weaknesses because I want to say, I call it expose you. uh, Not saying that I didn't have a great group of ladies. It was my first
Oh
season.
yeah.
They're a more seasoned group, and you can learn a lot from them. They're a very helpful organization. Um, I can call on them anytime. They were great in my first year. So just all
Oh yeah.
together, it's a
Shout
great
out
group
to
of young ladies up there, and I got to know a lot of their players. So like I said, that's I'm calling them out. The Atlanta Angels, I'm gonna get you in 2021. 2021 is gonna be my year. I'm coming for you.
all right, Coach Knox. You hear that? You hear that, Coach? Shout out to MJ. MJ is, she
Oh,
does. She got
MJ is
real hard.
awesome.
Yeah,
But
MJ
it's
is.
definitely all love. They know it's all love.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like you said, at the end of the day, we're family. So that's all.
Exactly.
That's all it boils down to. But when you take it on the court, it's business. When it's off the court,
Oh yeah.
then
And it's the same thing with the players, and you love to see it because on the court, oh baby, it goes down. But off the court, immediately when that last second ticks off the clock, you see them hugging each other, embracing each other,
exactly.
shaking hands, laughing and talking, and it's a beautiful thing to say. See, it's like you say, it's competition. They're
It
out there
is.
to do a job, they do get it done, and then afterwards, we're still family. No hard feelings.
Oh yeah. Great sportsmanship. That's all it boils
Oh
down
yeah,
to.
definitely.
Great sportsmanship. So, with that being said, does anyone for business owners who will be tuning in, for somebody who would like to sponsor your team or actually partner, are there any opportunities for that? And if so, how?
Always. Um, you can reach out to me personally. You can find me on social media, Facebook at Tri-City Lady Blackhawks. You can reach me at my email, which is misstruevision@gmail.com. Um, my phone number is listed on the page. You can call me. You can inbox me. I'm reachable any way you choose to. I'm always answering my phone. I'm always talking to someone about something new. We're always looking. Every dollar counts. So
Okay.
no sponsorship is too small and no sponsorship is too big. There's always something that we can do to give back to you for giving to us. We're always wanting to be a part of things. It doesn't always have to be monetary. There's
Mm,
always ways to help. So anything that you think that may be beneficial to us and that we may be beneficial to you, reach out to me. We love to be a part of different things. So again, at Tri-City Lady Blackhawks is how you can reach me.
mm-hmm.
Just about anywhere. You'll see me all over the place because I kind of pop up in a lot of things.
Good.
I
Good.
try to stay busy with with the men and the women, and when one door closes, there's always a window open for us to go through. So we just try to make it as you just keep going. You never stop. It's a 24 hour a day thing.
Mm-hmm.
365. It never ends. People think when your season ends or if it doesn't happen that business stops. Business still keeps
No,
going.
the
So
grind stops.
grind never stops.
So good.
How
Well,
can
you,
we say
you know what?
it's our time if we're not still working?
Exactly. How come, you better say it again. Man, thank you so much. I
Oh,
greatly,
thank
greatly
you.
appreciated this. From the moment we spoke about the interview, I really looked forward to it. You gave us a lot of knowledge and insight on things, and you answered the questions very thoroughly. Um,
Thank
and how I like to close out the interviews is I would like for my guest to close us out with an encouraging word, whether it's short, whether it's long. It's just an encouraging word to close us out. So the ball is back in your court.
The hot seat, here it goes. I would just encourage anyone that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what you have to go through, never give up. Um, I think my mom used to say it to me when I would get discouraged in things, and she always said, "Just hold on, just a little while longer. Even when you think it's impossible, it's possible. When the
Mm,
road gets tough, just and don't be afraid to reach out to people. There's always someone out there who's going through something worse than you. There's always someone out there who's going to be willing to help. No matter how many no's you get, there's always going to be that yes that's out there for you. So just don't give
mm.
up."
Wow, there you have it. Thank you again so much, Miss Angela.
Thank
We're
you.
looking forward to the 2021 season and seeing what those seeing you all blaze that trail once you get on the court. And
Grab a hold of the Atlanta Angels. Be looking for that now.
okay, okay, hey, and the Angels, we got another call out. So hey, get ready. And you know what? You better believe that this is not your last interview. So
Well, thank you so much.
it,
I appreciate you having me.
you are so welcome, and you have a blessed rest of your day. And don't and speaking of, don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need me to do anything. You
Thank you
can
so
reach me.
much. Appreciate
You,
that.
you can reach me via inbox or I'll actually I got your information now. I'll text you my email address, everything. You have my phone number, so
Okay.
be afraid to reach out. Like we're standing together. It's our time, okay?
Thank you so much.
You are so. Oh, and if you have any players that's willing to do any interviews, just have them inbox me or shoot me their information via text message.
Okay, I sure will. Definitely.
All righty then, because
All right.
you got educated women, you got mothers, you got business women. I would like to, we would like to get to know them outside of being a basketball player. So,
Most definitely. I will definitely pass them on to you.
all right. Well, thank you, and you be blessed. Okay.
Thank you. You as well. Have a great day.
All right. You too.
All right.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye. All right. There you have it. That was Miss Angela Carter of the Tri-City Lady Blackhawks. Again, live conversation Sunday special with your host, me, Helen Bohanna, with She Knows Her Sports. Um, Again, for more information about the league, what's going on in the league, please visit www.womensaba.com. Be sure to follow them here on Instagram at Women's ABA. Be sure to follow me here at She Knows Her Sports. Um, this upcoming week, we will not have any guest appearances this week, but be sure to still tune in to my stories and on the WABA IG page for our next guest. But until the next time, be blessed, be safe, and we'll see you next time. We'll see you in 2 weeks.